SkillBout, learn from scratch.
My name is Idris, and today we will be discussing about on the concept on the patterns. Okay, so we have discussed the patterns on the previous video. So those are the basic patterns which you can ask me. And today what we're gonna be discussing is on the pattern. One concept I have not explained in the previous video, that is nothing but triangle. Okay, this triangle you will be discussing today, right now. Okay, how to build it from the scratch, everything will be telling you. Okay, before going to this one, you need to know how this nested for loop will work. Okay, the nested for loop will work. So if you understand that will, then it will be, this pattern will be like really nice. Okay, so let's discuss about the nested for loop first, and later on we will discuss about this pattern. Is this clear, guys? Is this clear? Okay, before discussing nested for loop, you know something called as Formula One race, guys. Formula One race. How Formula One track will be, guys. So let's take it. Okay, black color, right? Okay. So let's take it like this. Okay. Let's have it like this. I have a starting point here. I have a starting point here. Okay. Let's this is all the starting. Yes, lap, right? So it is nothing but lap, right? Okay, cool, no problem. So let's have a track here. Let's first have a track here. My track is something like this, guys. My track is something like this. Okay, so I'll be writing like this. The track is something around like this. Let's discuss like this. Okay, my track is like this. Okay, is this okay, guys? Okay. Now there will be all cars here. There will be all cars here. There will be all cars here. Okay, standing. There will be all cars. Okay. Now what happens is one beautiful girl will be going to here holding that plate, right? So once she crosses it, okay, the car starts moving it, right? So now tell me guys, the car starts here. How car starts, guys? How car starts? Car starts something like this, right? Boom, 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 right? From here it will go, right? So it is going from here, and it goes onto the track, and it will end it till here, right? It will end it till here. Guys, whether the race is completed? Whether the race is completed? Is that the race is completed? No, right? No, right? Okay. So there is something called as you told it, as Raquel told it. So there is something called as laps here. Got it, right? There are certain laps. Okay, might be like 21 laps is equal to one complete race, right? So here also this is our own this is our own track. So I will tell it something I will set it. Okay, I will tell it, if you come here for 5 times, you need to finish 5 times so that you will finish the race. Okay, so what I'll do it, I will be coming from here. The car is going here. It is all way it is going here. It is going to here, and then what I will do it, it will finish this in this side, it will finish in this side, and again it is going to here, again it is going to here. How many round is done, guys? How many rounds are done? One round is done, right? One round is done. Whether the race is completed? No, race is not completed. Okay, now let's start it from the beginning. Let's start from the beginning. I will start the race. I will start the race. While I am coming to here, while I am coming to this position, okay, I will tell the rule stating that if you want to go further, I want to finish this track. Okay, I want to finish this. How many times, guys? 5 times. You need to rotate it 5 times. Why I want to rotate this one 5 times? Because there is one tulsi katta here. Okay, there is one tulsi katta here. Okay, so there is one tulsi plant here. So what I need to do it, I need to go 5 times here in this ringa roses. Okay, so what I need to do it, I need to complete this 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times I need to finish it, and then I want to come to here. Then I will completing one round. Then I will be completing one round. Done. So again I will come here, again I will start here. Again, how many times I want to finish this? How many times I want to finish? I need to finish 5 times. 5 times, right? So one more 5 times I will do it. 5 times. 5 times it is gone, right? Again it is coming to here, again it is coming to here. How many times is it done, guys? 2 times is done, right? So again it will start it. Again the race is not ended, so again it will continue it. Again this one is for 5 times, right? Again this one is for 5 times. It will go on for 5 times, and again it is telling that 5 times. Again it is coming to here, again it is coming to here. The third time is done, right? Last 2 times now. Last 2 times you need to go, right? So it is going again, it is going again. Again this will go for 5 times. Again it will go for 5 times. Again it will go here. It will complete how many times, guys? 4 times.
Now last one, how last round it will be, it will be guys, very speed, right? Very much speed. So it will go like anything. It will go here and it will finish this all 5 times very speedily, and it will finish this all 5 times, and it will come here and it will finish the 5th time, right? So the race is ended here. The race is ended here, right? So now tell me guys, now tell me how many times the car has moved till in this position, guys. How many times it has crossed this line? How many times it has crossed this line? 5 times, right? It is only crossed 5 times. Now tell me guys, how many times this is rotated? This is rotated. How many times the car has spent it here? 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5, right? So total how many times? 25 times, right? That is what it is. Okay, now this is called as outer loop, this is called as outer loop, and this is called as inner loop. This is called as inner loop. For each eye, okay, for each eye, okay, for each one. So how many times it is running? How many times it is running? It is running 5 times. It is running how many times, guys? It is running 5 times. Okay, for each one it is running 5 times. For each two it is running how many times? 5 times. That means this is value of this is the value. This I will indicate it by I, this I will indicate it by I, and this I will indicate it by J. I will give one variable name. Okay, so J will run for each one, it will run 5 times. For each two, for each I is equal to 2, it will run 5 times. For each I is equal to 3, it will run again 5 times. For each I is equal to 4, it will run 5 times. Each I is equal to 5, it will run one more 5 times. Got it? Okay, so this part, for this part I will write it as something like this, guys. For this part, according to this, for this part I will write it something like this, and for this part, I will write it one logic for this one. Okay, what are the logics? What are the logics? So I'll be going to here, I'll be telling this for this one, for I'll tell it as I variable, I is starting from where, guys? I is starting from, I'll tell it as 0. Okay, I is starting from 0. I less than, how many times it is running, guys? 5 number of times, right? It is running how many times? 5 number of times. So I'll tell it as 5 number of times. Each time I is incrementing how much, guys? What is the difference between this one? It is nothing but +1, right? It is nothing but +1. So I will tell it as I plus plus, right? For each I is equal to 1, okay, I will open this bracket and I will close this. It is nothing but block now, one circular block, right? Inside this, okay, inside this, okay, what I need to do it, there is one small tulsi katta, right? There is one small tulsi katta, right? There is one small tulsi katta. For each I is equal to 0, how many times it should run? 5 number of times it should run. So what I'll do it now, I'll tell it as J is equal to 0, J less than what, guys? J less than how many times? Each time should run how many times this tulsi katta? 5 number of times. So I'll tell it as less than 5. Each time should increment by J plus plus. So I'll open this and I will close this. And this is nothing but this circular thing. This is nothing but this one. This is nothing but this one. And this is nothing but this one. The outer loop is nothing but this one. For each I is equal to 1, this will run how many times, guys? This loop will run how many times? 5 times. For each I is equal to 2, each I is equal to 1, it will run again 5 times. Each 2 for 2, again 5 times. So this will run 25 times. This will run 5 number of times. Got my point? Okay, now what is the next concept? Okay, what is the next concept? It's something like this, guys. I want to print this triangle, right? I want to print this triangle, right? Right, guys, I want to print this triangle. Okay, this triangle is nothing but star, 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 star. Okay, star, 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 star. Okay, wait till the end, guys. Wait till the end. Okay, end of the class. Okay, so end of this video, you waited. Okay, we will be writing this code in one single line. That is my motto. Okay, I'm not using any Python or Java, whatever it is. I'm using the C language itself. Okay, and I will be inside the main method, with help of one single line, I'll be writing this logic. That is my intention, that is my aim. I'll start it from the very scratch, very tiny little scratch. Okay, any fool can think it. Okay, I will take you in that level. Okay, why I will take it in that level? Because you have attended all the previous classes, you have seen all the previous videos. Okay, maybe like starting from even or odd, maybe like starting from swapping, right? Those are all the videos you have seen it, right? So you know how operators works in depth, you know it, how it is working, right? So maybe like logical operator, maybe like a bitwise operator, whatever the operator is. Okay, that is the only reason I can explain you how to write it in one single line, how to compress it, that this everything. Okay, now first thing, how machine thinks, guys, how machine thinks. Zeros and ones according to the language. Okay, in printing thing, how machine thinks? Rows and columns, right? Rows and
columns. It thinks in the rows and columns. Do you know something one concept called as matrix, guys? You know some concept called as matrix? Okay, you have been learning. Okay, you have been learning something guys like this. Okay, you have been learning something. Rows and column, rows and column, rows and column. Every time you are learning rows and column. Why not column and rows, guys? Why it is always rows and columns? Why not column and row? Why it is rows and column itself? Why not column and row? Anyone can tell me this? Why it is always rows and column? Why not it is column and row? My first question. Because it has been built like that. Yeah, it is built like that. It is built like, what is built like that? Okay, because it will be first executed one row and then it will go to the next row, and it cannot come again to the previous row. Yes, right. In the previous video, if you have seen it, we have discussed it. So look on this, 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 look on this. What I'm trying to tell you is, okay, whenever you are going into the compiler, okay, whenever you're going to the compiler, okay, what happens is it will always thinks in the form of first in the form of horizontal. Okay, it will complete all the horizontal things. Okay, then only it will come to the down part. Okay, once it is coming to the down part, okay, once it is coming to the next line, it cannot go to the previous line. Okay, so your machine is thinking like it's a straight, okay, it's a straight horizontal line, it's a straight horizontal line. It will finish this line first, it will finish this line first. After that only it will go for the next line. If you have any mistakes in the previous line, you cannot correct it, recorrect it. Once it is written, it is not gone. Okay, for example, okay, I had given over there also. Again, I will give it, no problem with that. You have seen the printing machine, right? Printing machine. How the print in a printer, how the paper comes, guys? How the paper comes? Whether paper will play any disco dance, guys? Up, down, anything? No, it will come decently in the vertical way, right? So it will come in the decent way, right? So how it will print it? So it will print it horizontal first, then it will come the next line. It will print it. If you have some mistake here, will you pull paper back, guys? No, ऐसा कभी नहीं हुआ ना, right? So you will never pull the paper back. Okay, you will take the paper and again reprint it. You will reprint it. Okay, you will reprint it. Okay, that's the reason they told it. Okay, first you go with row, first you go to row, and then you complete column, entire column you complete it, full column you complete it. After again you come to row, then complete entire column. Again you come to row and you complete entire column. Again come to row, again complete entire column. Got it? This is clear, I guess. I hope this is clear for you. Okay, so what is the pattern, guys? What is the pattern? When n is equal to 4, when n is equal to 4, I wanted this output. Okay, one is space, one space, two space, three space, then again it is star, right? Enter it. 1 2 space, and again 1 2 3 stars, right? Again one space, 1 2 3 4 5 stars, right? Again it is 5 stars, right? Again, how many stars, guys? No space. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 stars. This is the pattern, guys. This is what the output you wanted it. Okay, now tell me, guys, what are the things I want to have it? One is space. How do you print it? Space, double inverted comma, space, and you will call a function. One of the function you will call it. What is the function name? It is nothing but printf, right? It is in the stdio.h, right? So you will call it like this. Okay, after printing space, what do you call it, guys? What is the first thing? Let's think in the horizontal way itself. Let's think in the horizontal way itself, right? So what is the first thing I wanted? I wanted space, right? I wanted what? Space. I have printed space. How many space I wanted it? That's a big question now. How many space I wanted it? I wanted 3 spaces, guys. I will write it like this, guys. Printf. I will write it space here. Okay, 1 space. Okay, it is now 2 space. Now I'll write it as like this. Printf. I'll write it as 3 space. Done, guys. So now what I need to do it, I wanted 3 spaces. So what I'll do it now, I'll apply the for loop. I will tell it as j equal to starting from 0. I'll tell it as j less than 3 and j plus plus, right? J plus plus I will tell it. Done, easy peasy. So after printing 3 spaces, what I want to print it, guys? What I want to print it next? Star I want to print it, right? So how do I print it star? I have a printf statement. I'll tell it as star over here. Done. 3 spaces done and 1 star is done. After printing star, what I need to print it? So I'll come to the next line, right? How to come to the next line, guys? What do you need to do it for the next line? I'll just tell what? Slash n, right? Just tell that slash n. You know this, right? 3 space done, 1 star done, slash n done, right? My 25% of program is executing now. So if I go and if I execute this, oops. Oh, I didn't declare j. Okay, so I will go for here and I will tell it has int j, right? So I will tell it as int j.
Okay, no problem with this. So I'll be going to here and CC. Okay, linker error. What is the linker error? Okay, so I have missed any mistake with the spellings. Okay, spelling mistake of printf. Okay. Yaudappa printf 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 pri. Okay, ntf. Okay, good, no problem. So I'll go for here. So what I'm getting it, guys, I'm getting it 3 space 1 star. I'm getting it. I'm getting it right now. What is the next situation I'll be thinking is, so this is the pattern, guys. You need space, you have it. You need star, after that you have it. You need slash in, you have it, right? So this code you have it, right? This code you have it. After seeing this pattern, you think that okay, everything is continuing it. Space star space star space star, new line. Now what will do it, guys? What will do it? This entire code should execute how many number of times? How many number of times it should execute? N number of times it should execute. This entire code, whatever you have it, it should execute how many number of times? N number of times, right? So what I'll do it now, entire thing I'll put up in this block. Okay, I'll put up everything in a block now. How do I put it up in a block? Let us for, I'll let us I is equal to 0, I less than n, I will tell it, and then I will tell it as I plus plus. I will open this flower bracket, and I will close this flower bracket. Now entire thing is in the block, guys. Now entire thing is in the block. Look onto this. Everything, whatever the code I have it here, whatever the code I have it here, it is inside the block now. It is open and close block, right? So what are the things I need to declare it now? I want to declare this I also, right? I want to declare this I also. I'll tell it as integer here, and again I will tell it as int n. I will tell it. Then sorry, int n I will tell it. Then I will tell it as scanf percentage d, and I will tell it as n here. Done. So I will run this program. Dot slash a dot opt out, right? So look onto this, guys. Now I will enter the n value is nothing but 4. I'm getting it. Okay, how many order I'm getting it? I'm getting it 4 lines. I'm getting it. Okay, but the design is different. I'm getting 3 space 1 star, 3 space 1 star, 3 space 1 star, 3 space 1 star, right? So if I go again, or if I tell it as 10 also, if I tell 10 also, I'm getting it. But what I'm getting it in the same pattern, I'm getting it 3 space star, 3 space star, 3 space star, 3 space star. I want to look onto this design now. Design part I need to look onto it. Okay, I will look onto it. Design part. Okay, now let's concentrate on the space first. Okay, now guys, look on this space, guys. What is this space, guys? What is this space all about? How many space I wanted it? At the first line, when n is equal to 4, something called as equation, guys. Equations. LHS equal to RHS. Same concept we will be dealing it here. All those things are the computer things itself. Okay, let's look onto this. When n is equal to 4, okay, so when n is equal to 4, I'll tell it as I, and I will tell it as okay, I'll tell it as RHS. Equal to LHS. I'll tell it. Okay, in LHS, what is this? This is nothing but for space, right? Is nothing but for space. When n is equal to 4, what is the space, guys? How much space I wanted it? At first line 3 space. When I is equal to 0, how many space? 3 space. When I is equal to 1, I needed 2 space. When I is equal to 3, sorry, when I is equal to 2, how many space I wanted it? I wanted it 1 space. When I is equal to 3, I needed how many space? 0 space. When I is equal to 4, how many space I wanted, guys? How many space? According to this equation, according to this one, what will be the next number when I is equal to 4? What might be the next number? Okay, -1, right? -1. Now I'll be designing an equation. Okay, I'll be designing here one equation. What is the equation I'll be designing it? How I will be designing this equation? Okay, look onto this. I have the requirement here. This is the given. N is given, I is given. Using this n and I need to satisfy this equation. I need to satisfy this, all the equation I need to satisfy it. I will write one equation here. I will write an equation here such that if I write that equation here, it should satisfy to all the condition. In that way, I need to write it. Tell me what will be the equation. I will give you one hint, guys. I will give you one hint. Whenever the output is changing, okay, make use of the numbers which is actually changing in the given number. Right? Make use of the number which is actually in the given number. Okay, so and whatever the given numbers. Okay, now you have 4 here. Okay, n is nothing but 4 here. You needed 3. What you will do it, guys? You will do it -1, right? -1. N -1. What happens? N -1. N -1 is nothing but 3. It is satisfying. You need to check it out whether it is satisfying to the next condition or not. N -1. What is this? N -1. Oh, n minus 1 is 3. This is nothing but what? 2. Oh, ho, right? So again, it is not satisfying. So what I will do it, I told you, as I told you, you make use of this I. At the time, what happens? You'll use it as I here. If you use this I here, minus I also, right? So what happens in the first condition? N is minus, right? So n becomes what here? 3 itself. Here, n is nothing but 4. 4 minus 1 minus 1. What happens? 2. It happens. Again here, 4 minus 1 minus 2. It happens 1, right? 4 minus 1 minus 3. What happens? It becomes 0, right? 4 minus 1 minus 4. What happens this one? This will become minus 1. So the condition is satisfying. What is the equation, guys? N minus 1 minus I. This is the equation. I'll be taking it. So what is the equation? This, okay, those who cannot design the equation, in the cheap level, okay, in the scratch level, you can design it something like this, guys. Okay, you have something called as 3210, right? 3210. Okay, you can take one variable called as space. You can take one variable called as space. You can declare the space. You need to make it as 3. How do you make it as 3? You have n minus 1. You can make it. Okay, later on, what you will do is each time you can decrement the space minus. Each time it is decrementing by 1, it is decrementing by 1. Okay, what I will do is I will declare one variable called as space. Okay, I will declare it here. Okay, I will declare it here. Listen up. Okay, I will declare it here. Int space, I will tell it. Int space is equal to what I will do it. Instead of telling 3, I can has minus 1, n minus 1. Is that any problem, guys? N minus 1, if I tell it any problem? N minus 1. Okay, so what I will do it, instead of telling here 3, instead of telling it here 3, what I will do it now, I'll tell it as space. It will run till space number of time. Okay, now what I'll do is okay, before going to this I operation, what I'll do is I'll tell it as space minus. Each time I'll print it space minus. Understood this? What are the changes I have done it here? I have taken this one, int space is equal to n minus 1. I have updated the space. Instead of 3, I have written space variable here to do this operation, space minus. Right? Each time it is decrementing by 1. You have seen this flow, right? It is decrementing by 1. Each time it is decrementing by 1, right? So what I do is now I'll run this program. Right? So if I run this program, I'll compile this. I will run this program. Okay, now I'll tell it as 4, right? Can you see this, guys? Can you see this? I'm getting this pattern. For 4. If I tell it as 10 also, I'll be getting it. I'll be getting it. Right? I'm getting this pattern. Now I'll be working on the stars. Now tell me, guys, for stars, what I need to do it? So for star, guys, look onto here. For star, look onto this here. For star, okay, for star. What is the first line, guys? You have 1. Next line, what do you have it? 3. Next line, what do you have it? 5. Next line, what do you have it? 7. Right? So if you carefully study on this, okay, it is incrementing by +2, guys. It is incrementing by +2. At the initial state, what is the star, guys? At initial state, star is equal to 1, right? Star is equal to 1. Okay, later, how it is incrementing it? Star is equal to star plus is equal to 2. 2 times it is incrementing, right? So each time the initial state, star is nothing but 1. Each step it will incrementing by 2. Okay, +2 +2 incrementation, right? So what will the next value? It will be like 9, right? It will be like 9. So what I'll do is I'll go here. What I do is I will declare star. I will declare a variable called star. Star is equal to 1. Okay, I got to know the star I needed in the future for a more number of times, right? So for this also I'll apply the loop. For j is equal to 0, does int j is equal to 0. Okay, j less than star, as j plus. Okay, sir, whether it is necessary that you need to start it from 0 itself, sir? No, nothing like that. Okay, nothing like that. We can start it by anything, but 0 will be the best one for the logical designs. Okay, later when we deal with arrays, we'll get to know why this actually 0 we need to start it. Done. So if I run this program, okay, I'll tell it as 4 here. And you'll be having output. I've not compiled it. I've not written it. Wait a sec. Okay, I have not incremented it, right? I have not incremented it. What I need to do it, each time the star should be incremented, right? Star plus is equal to 2. Each time star should be incremented by +2, right? So I will go here. Priya, J is already declared, right? So morning class, what we discuss about it? Okay, this J has precedency till here itself. This J has a value till here itself. And this J has value till here itself. After this J doesn't have a value because this J belongs to this for loop. Okay, the scope of J is till here itself. this j scope is still here itself. This j scope is still here itself. Okay, so now what I'll do it, I'll tell it as dot slash e dot put out. Okay, so if I enter it 4, I'm getting this pattern, right? So if I enter it 10, right? If I enter it 10, I'm getting this pattern. If I enter it 20, right? So what all the number is, I'm getting this pattern, right? Take it on this. This is the first level of the program. This is the first level of the programming. Rakil, switch on your mic. This J loop, right? This J loop, right? So here I have written space. Space is decrementing by 1. If you look onto this pattern, right? Space is decrementing by each by 1 1 1 value, right? And star is incrementing by plus plus 2 value. Look onto this. Here it is 1 3 5 7. If you look onto this pattern, it is nothing but arithmetic operators, right? Arithmetic operation, it is forming it. Okay, that is the logic I will implement it. I will initialize it and it is incrementing by 2. That's it, I'm doing it. Okay, so I'll initialize it by 1 and incrementing by 2. I'll initialize by 3 and I'll decrementing by 1. That's it. Simple thing. So this will go on, this will go on, this pattern will be going on. Look on here, guys. Look on here. Just what I want to do is, sir, we don't want the star and space, sir. Right? We don't want the star and space, sir. I will remove the star and space, sir. I don't want this here, sir. So even I don't want this here star and space over here also, sir. I want something here, sir. I don't want the star and space here, sir. If I'm not using anywhere star and space, do I want to require this line, guys? I don't want this line. I'm decreasing by 1 line more now. Right? This is how I'll be decreasing one by one line. I'll be decreasing it. Okay. So now you got to know by this equation. We have already solved it, right? We have already solved it. Okay. So what we have solved it? This space thing. What is the equation we have found it? Now we will go with LHS and RHS. Okay. What is this? What is this next one? I will be doing it n minus 1 minus I. This will become generalized logic. Right, this will be the generalized equation I'll be forming it. Okay, so these equations are actually, you are learning from 5th standard, these equations are actually implemented for the computer science. And trust me honest guys, you're all learning computer science from past several years. Okay, so now I'll coming to here, I'll be telling it has here equation. Instead of space, what I'll do it, instead of space variable, what I'll do it, I'll tell it as n minus 1 minus 1 minus I. Correct. This also can be written as something like this. This also can be written as I plus 1. This also can be written as like this, I plus 1. No problem with that. Minus minus common out, so I'll be writing as I plus 1. Okay, so if I for example, if I run this program, keeping this as 1. Okay, if I run this program by keeping this as 1, so I will compile this. So if I tell it as 4, I'm getting it. For space, no doubt in that. Okay, so if I tell it as 10 also, I'm getting the format of space, but I need to work on the format of star now. Now how to work on the format of star? Same study I'll be doing the study for the star also. Okay, same like the same thing I'll be studying for star also. Okay, let's study for the star, guys. Let's study for the star. What is the things for the star? Okay, I'll be writing it as RHS. I'll be writing it as RHS and I'll be writing it as LHS. Okay, I'll be telling it as LHS. Okay, what are the things I wanted, guys? At the beginning, it has nothing but 1 when I is equal to 0. When I is equal to 0, you have 1. When I is equal to 1, you have 3. When I is equal to 2, when I is equal to 2, you have 5. You are getting 5. When I is equal to 3, you have 7. Okay, tell me when I is equal to 4, what will be the value, guys? When I is equal to 4, what will be the value? The value will be what? 9 itself. Right? The value will be what, guys? 9 itself. Now tell me, guys, you have the requirement, you have n value also, n is equal to 4 also. These are the given part. Now tell me what is the equation you will be forming it. And remember, I have told you, whenever the RHS, LHS is in the change, use the variable which is actually changing along with this variable or something like that. Now form the equation. Let me check it out. Who can form it? How you can form it? So look onto this, guys. So here there is 1. Here there is 1, right? Here there is 1, right? So I'll put it 1 here. I'll put it what? 1 here. Okay, 1 is equal to 1. Yes, 1 is equal to 1. No problem with that. Okay. Now later when I check it out, this is something crazy, right? This is something crazy, right? I will tell it as 1. I will tell it as 1 here. I will tell it as 1 here. But I wanted 2 more, right? I wanted 2 more. Now I told it, okay, sir, you told us, sir, at the beginning stage, sir, you told us, sir, if the output is changing, you use the variable called as I. If the output is changing, you need to use the variable which is actually changing, right? So which is actually changing in the given variable? It is nothing but I. So I will come here and I will use it I. Okay, I means what, guys? I means what, guys? I means what, guys? I means what? I means what? 0 itself. 0 plus 1 is what, guys? 0 itself. Sorry, 1 itself, right? So again, I have here I is nothing but what, guys? I is nothing but 1 here. 1 plus 1. What is 1 plus 1, guys? What is 1 plus 1? 2, right? 1 plus 1, 2. How much more you needed it? How much more you needed it to make it 3? 1 more you needed it, right? So one more thing. One in next line I will come. In next line I will come. I is nothing but 2. 2 plus 1. What is 2 plus 1? What is 2 plus 1? 2 plus 1 is nothing but 3. 3 you are getting it, but here you have 5. How much more you wanted it? 2 more you wanted it, right? So in the next line, when I is equal to 3, when I is equal to 3, right? 3 plus 1, what is 3 plus 1? 4, right? What is this actually now? 7. What is this actually now? 7. How much more you needed it, guys? You needed 3 more to make it 7, right? So again you will do it here. Same thing you will be doing it here. When I is equal to 4, 4 plus 1 is nothing but what, guys? 5, right? 4 plus 1 is nothing but 5. It is nothing but 9 now here. How much more you needed it? 4 more you needed it. Can you see this number, guys? Can you see this number? 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you see this number, guys? Can you see this number? It is exactly equal to this numbers, guys. Exactly equal to this number. At the first line, you needed 0. You have it 0. 1, 2, 3. You needed one more of this much, right? So what I will do it? One more I will add it. One more I will add it. That is nothing but like this. I plus I. I will add it what? I plus I. When I add it I plus I will tell it as 1 plus 1. I'll tell it as 2 plus 1. I'll tell it as 3 plus 1. I'll tell it as 4 plus 1. Right? And this logic also can be written as I plus I can be written as, can I write it into 2 into I plus 1? 2 into I plus 1, guys? Can I write it like this? I'll be going to here. Now what I'll do it, I'll be writing it here, something like this. Okay, instead of that one, what I'll do it, 2 into I plus 1, I will write it. 2 into I plus 1, I will write it. Okay, or else I plus 1 also can write it, or else 2 into I plus 1 also I can write it. No problem with that. So I will run this program. So I'll let it as 4 here. I'm getting it. I'll let it as 20 here. I'll get it. I'll let it as 40 here. Even for that also, I'll get it. No problem with that. Right? Whatever the pattern, I'll get it. No, nothing to worry about it. Right? Take down this. Okay, those who are done with this, guys, those who are done with this, think how to write this program using 2 for loops. I'll be reducing one entire loop. Okay, think at how to write this program using how many for loops? 2 for loops. I have used 3 for loops, right? I have used 3 for loops. Think how to write with using 2 for loops. Okay, look onto this, guys. What I'm meaning to tell you is, like, I'll be reducing one loop, right? So let's reduce this loop. I'll reduce this loop, right? I'll reduce this. If I'm reducing this loop means I want to put this in if and else condition, right? I want to put this in if and else condition. I will put it in the proper format now. I'll put it in a proper format. So I'll tell it has like I'll tell it as if condition, right? If condition, if this condition, if some condition is true, if this condition is true, right? I'll print the statement, right? I'll print the statement. If this condition is true, I'll print the statement. Else I'll be printing the statement. Else I'll print the statement. The statement is true. Something should come in here. Okay, something should come here. The logic of this one also will change it. Logic of this one also will change it. Less than, right? Logic of this one will change it. Some logic should be here. Some logic there should be here. Some logic should be here. Okay, if you do this, your program is done. Something should come here. Something should come in this place. Okay, something should come in this place too. If you write this two condition, then you are absolutely right. Guys, tell me, guys, when you will print space, guys, when you will print space logic also, you know, right? When you will print space, the previous condition, when j was less than n minus 1 minus I, right? N minus 1 minus I. This is correct. Done with this. Whatever you wanted here, you got it here. Okay, this is what the logic is. This is what the logic is. N minus 1 minus. Whenever this condition is true, it will print its space, else you will print its star. Now I wanted the logic here. I wanted the logic here. This logic I wanted here. The logic, what you will write it here. Now, how many times you will run the column? That is what matters now. Look on here. Okay, now I will tell the column. How many columns are there? Okay, I'll just tell the column. I'll just roughly I will tell it for rows now. Okay, how many rows are there? Here it is nothing but 0th row. This is nothing but 1 row. This is nothing but 2nd row, and this is nothing but 3rd row, right? This is nothing but 3rd row. Let me discuss like this. Okay, let me tell it as this one 0, this one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6, and you have it 7, whatever it is, right? So you are giving a number for this, right? You are giving the number for this. So this is nothing but 0, this is nothing but 1, this is nothing but 2, this is nothing but 3, this is nothing but 4, 5, 6, and this is nothing but 7, right? So now tell me this. Now tell me, guys, what is common in this? What is common in this? Till here it is common, guys. Till here it is common. Everything you need to print it. Till here at least loop should run. After that only it is varying it, right? After that it is only varying, right? Till here, what is the value, guys? How many things you need to move it? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? You need to move how many times? 4 times. Do you agree with this? For all lines, at least minimum 4 times columns should run it. Do you agree with this? 4 times my things should run it, right? Now what I'll do it, 4 is nothing but what, guys? 4 is nothing but what? N here. This 4 is nothing but what? N here, right? Look on this. At the first one, okay, it should run how many times? After 4, anything it is running? No, it is not running anything. So I'll tell it as 0, right? N plus 0. In second line, N plus, okay, I'm telling till here it is N, right? Till here it is N. N plus how much, guys? How much? 1, right? Again, N plus, next line, how much, guys? Next line, how much? N till N it will run. Next line, how much it should run? It is 0. This becomes 1. This becomes 1. Okay, this becomes 1. This becomes how much, guys, now? This is nothing but 5, right? Wait a second. Wait a sec. Okay, so it will not run till 7. It will run till only 6. Okay, so N plus how much, guys? N plus how much? 2, right? So again, it is telling that N plus, what is this N plus? Till here it is N, right? N plus how much, guys? 3, right? N plus 3. Can you generalize this one, guys? Can you generalize this one? Can you generalize this one? How many times that J loop should run? N plus I number of times. N plus I number of times. This is the logic. That's it. Right? N plus I at the beginning. N is nothing but what? 4. 4 plus 0. What is 4 plus 0? 4 itself. It will run less than 4 times. For first line, it will run less than 4 times. Right? It will run how many times? Less than 4 times. It will run less than 4 number of times. Right? For this one, it will run how many times? Less than 5 number of times. For this one, how many times it will run? Less than 6 number of times. For this one, it will run how many times? Less than 7 number of times. That's it, done. This is how you are writing it. This is what it is. 4 plus 1, 4 plus 1, 5, 4 plus 2, 6, 4 plus 3, 7. Simple, right? So what I'll do it now, I'll go here, I will write a logic code as N plus I number of times. N plus I number of times. That's it, done. So what I'll do it, I will go here and I will run this program. So what is this? I will tell it as compile it. Yes, I'm getting output. If I tell it as 10, I will get it. No problem with that. Whatever the number you take it down, you will get it. No problem with that. Now take it down by using how many loops, guys? By using 2 loops. 2 loops. I'll be using by using 2 loops. And this is the important logic. N plus 1, you know why you are getting it, and this one you know it. N minus 1 minus I. Why you are doing this? Because of what, guys? Because of what? You can even write it like this also. Okay, so this should be minus itself, this will be minus itself, this will be minus itself. You will put the bracket, or else you can write it like this, N minus 1 minus I, no problem with that. Or else minus common out, and you will do it as plus, nothing to worry about. Look on here, guys, look on here. Now what I do is you can see this if and else, guys. If and else, I had told you about the ternary operator, remember it? Okay, what I'll do is I will remove this if condition and I will put it in the ternary operator. I'll put a question mark here. Okay, and what I'll do it now here, I'll put it in a single line now, this one, right? So I'll put up this semicolon and I'll put up doing colon here, right? I'll remove this else statement and I will be adding this line to here. Done. Can I write it like this, guys? Can I write it like this? Can I write it like this? Okay, now I have reduced these lines. Some quiet lines I have reduced it, right? This code will obviously run it, no problem with that, right? So my next one is the dhamaka one. Okay, my next one is dhamaka one. Okay, so if I tell it as 4, it is running it, no problem with that. It will run for all the codes, no problem with that. If I tell it as 10, whatever the number is, it will run it, no problem with that. Now coming to this, guys, understand this, what I'm doing it. Okay, look on this, guys, look on this. These 2 lines are like hugging each other, right? These 2 lines are hugging each other, right? This for loop is hugging this line each other to this, right? This for loop is hugging this line like anything. Okay,
only if this condition, this particular condition is false. Okay, if only this particular condition is false, then only you will get the, what will get it, guys? You will, if that condition is false, only if that condition is false, then only you will be getting it, what, guys? You will be getting it, you will go into the slash n, right? When you will go for slash n, guys? When you will go for slash n? Tell me once that. When this line will get executed? When this condition becomes false, right? When this particular condition becomes false, it will get executed. Yes or no, guys? Now what I will do is, I will remove this line. What is this? I will remove this slash n line here, and where I will put this, okay, I will put it here. I'll put it inside the for loop. I'll put it inside the for loop. Okay, where I'll put it inside the for loop. Okay, I'll put it like this, slash n. Done, guys? Right? When when this condition become false, then only it should get executed. Okay, which is the logical operator I will be using it? Just think and tell me. We have discussed about the three logical operators. One is and, one is or, another one is not. Right? I have told you, right? First, if the first condition is false, then only it will go for the second condition. If first condition is true, then it will never ever go for the second condition at all. Which is that condition, guys? Very good. That is nothing but what, guys? OR logic. I'll be using what? OR logic now here. Okay. So in for my kind information, I'll put it in a bracket. This one, I'll put it in a bracket, right? I'll put it in a bracket. Okay, n minus, okay, n plus, okay, I'll put it in a bracket, right? So what is this now? If this condition is true, it will never ever go to this condition, right? Only if when this condition is false, then it will go to this condition. Correct? Do we agree with this? Okay. Now tell me, guys, what this printf will send me, guys? What this printf will send me? What is the return type of printf? Number of character. That is nothing but what? Integer type, right? If what will be the, according to this program, what it will be sending it, guys? What it will send it? It will send me the number of characters. What is the number of characters? One number of character. I told you slash n is nothing but one. If you are sending any number for the OR operator except zero, any other number is called as what, guys? True statement itself. All right, it is sending one, it is exactly equal to true, right? And this will become infinite loop. Right? So it should execute only one time. Okay, it should only execute one time. Okay, after that it need to make false. How can I make false, guys? How can I make vice versa, guys? How can I make something vice versa? Guys? By using what operator, guys? Very good, excellent, right? Excellent. I will be using what operator, guys? I'll be using here negation operator. That's it, done. Okay, that's it, done. Okay, so what is this? I'll be removing this bracket also. Now I'll remove this bracket. I don't want this block now. Okay, now for now, this for loop is hugging this for loop, this line it is hugging it, and this line is hugging this line. Okay, this line is hugging this line. Right, guys? So we have reduced to three number of lines. We have reduced the logic to three number of lines, right? So I will go for here, and I will execute this. I don't know whether it will work or not. Let's check it out. Okay, it is working fine. ./a.out. I'll go for here. It is also runtime is also correct, no problem with that. I'll let us 5. When I enter this, I'm getting the output. Right? I'm getting what? Output. Okay, so if I tell it as whatever thing is, okay, if I tell it as 15 also, I'll get the output. No problem with that. It is working fine. All fine. Right? The last 5 minutes, I was only talking about this last 5 minutes. My entire class, my entire session is belong to this 5 minutes, last 5 minutes. Okay, now guys, look onto this. This is now really crazy thing. Okay, now really this is now really crazy thing. Look here, guys. When this will get executed, guys, when this line will get executed, when this condition become true, right? When this condition will become true, right? All right. Tell me, guys, which is the logical operator when it is working has both the conditions should be true? Which is the logical operator? Which is the logical operator you will use it for both the condition true and logic, right? Very good, right? So what I'll do is I will apply here and logical operator. I'll apply here and logical operator. Okay, whatever I have written here, carefully observe it. Whatever I have written here, okay, I will write it inside the for loop itself. I'll write it inside what? For loop itself. I will tell it as, what is that? Tell me whatever as it is, you tell me, guys. Open bracket, j less than n minus 1 minus I will tell it, close bracket, question mark,
After that, what I'll do it, printf. What I need to do it, guys, this is nothing but what? Printf. It is nothing but space here. It is printing space here. After that I need to put it colon. After that, what I need to do it, printf. I will tell it as what, guys? What is that? I need to tell it as star here. Done. Look on here. If this condition is true, same thing, even and odd number. Remember, I told you this logic, I will be implementing it. Very important. That is the reason I will be implementing it here. Okay. Look on to this. If this condition is true, according to the AND logic, it will execute this logic. If this condition is false, it will never ever execute this logic. It will never execute this one. I have not told it before, and this is very important. Okay, even for the while loop also, you will be telling like this itself. Okay, if you don't have a next line, okay, you need to tell that, okay, you need to finish this line, you need to finish entire this line, then only you can go for the next line. Or else, if you don't put semicolon, that means it is taking the next line has its own. It's like you are hugging a pillow and you're sleeping it. Okay, if you don't have extra pillow, what do you need to do it? Right, your mom or dad will scold it. Oh, you sleep like that itself, right? So what does that mean? What does that mean? It is nothing but you're applying semicolon over here. You don't have extra pillow over here to hug and sleep it. So you have only one pillow. You just sleep it, right? So what is this? You will be applying what here? Semicolon here. That means I want to complete this entire line. I'll be running here itself. After completion of this statement, then only I'll be going to the next line. Look onto here. This is the AND logic. This is the AND logic, and this is the OR logic. Okay, OR logic. Okay, for AND logic, this is your left hand side. This is your input, first input. Okay, this is your right hand side. Right, you know it. According to the AND logic, according to your AND logic, only if this is 1, then only it will go to execute this one. If this is 0, it will never ever go to this condition. It will tell it directly. It will tell it for this one it is 0, right? For this one, for OR, okay, for OR, what happens is you look onto this for OR. Okay, this entire code. Okay, this entire code is left hand side. This entire code is left hand side. This entire code is right hand side. Okay, this will get executed only if this entire thing will become 0. If this becomes 0, then only it get executed this way. Got it? And for this condition, this is always 0 itself. Why it is always 0? It will return 1 and it will become 0. It will only execute only one time. Got it, guys? Got it, this one? Okay, now at the first situation, what happens? If it is so, if this is true, if this is 1, okay, suppose if this is 1, it will execute this one, right? It will execute this ternary operator, and it will do so on. So this one or this one executed. Space star, it will space star mein hi khelta rahega, right? Once this condition is false, it will go to this OR condition, right? It will go for the OR condition. Now next, what it will print it? It will print it /n. After that, it will return 1 to this one, and it will tell that it is nothing but 0. So the condition becomes 0 now. 0 and 0, the condition becomes false. At that time, this condition becomes false. At that time, my for loop will terminate it. Until and unless my for loop is not wrong, this program will never terminate it. Got it? You guys got it? Shall I run this program? Let's check it out whether it will work or not. Let's check it out whether it is working or not. Okay, let's check it out whether it is working or not. Okay, so let's go for here. Let's compile this /era OUT out. Okay, I'll let us 4 here. Something went wrong. I don't know what went wrong. Let's check it out. Okay, so I have not put it this one, right? Here also I have not put it the block. Okay, so I'll put it here one block. Let's check it out with this one entire block. Okay. So this is entire one thing, right? Or else it will go crazy, right? Okay, so I'll let us 5 here. Okay, I'm getting it. Okay, it just was a board mass rule was affecting, guys. So this is done, right? This is done. Look on here. Let's go for the pattern. Okay, next one is what is it as like something like this, guys. Now just tell me, guys, whatever I have written here, you just tell me here. Okay, whatever I have written here, just tell me here. What is that? For I have written here for what is that? For int I is equal to 0. Okay, I less than what is that? N. Sorry, I less than what? I less than n. I will tell as I plus plus, right? So this is done. Okay, what is the next line, guys? Entire line, same thing. You tell it. Int j is equal to 0, and I open how many times, guys? 1 2 3 open. and I have told it, okay, I'll write it in the proper format itself. Let us discuss this proper format itself. Okay, so what I'll do it first, I will tell it as j is less than n plus I. This logic you know about it, right? This logic you know about it. I'll put it in a block. Okay, I'll put it in a block now. Okay, and I'll writing a and condition. I'll be writing a and condition with a ternary operator. What is a ternary operator, guys? J is less than n. J is less than n minus 1 minus I, right? Minus I. So I'll put a question mark. If this is condition is true, then I will print it what, guys? Space. I'll print it. If this condition is false, then what I'll do it? I'll print it star. I will print it. Right? Done, guys. So I'll put up this one in a one block. I'll put up this one entire thing, this ternary operator thing in one block. Okay. I will apply from here to here one block. Okay, from here to here. What is that? From here to here to here, apply one block. Entire block I will apply. So what I'll apply? I'll apply one Bodmas rule here. Okay, I will apply here one Bodmas rule. So I'll apply here one Bodmas rule. Open this and I will close this. I'll open this and I will close this. Done. Close one bracket. Right? Done. So much is done. Okay. If this condition become false, if entire this condition become false, okay, then what I need to print it, guys? What I will be printing it? I'll be printing it as /n, right? I'll print it as /n here, right? So this one I'll put it into which block, guys? I'll put it into OR condition, right? This will return me true, right? I want to make it false. What I'll do it? I'll use an operator called as negation operation, right? Now this entire code, I'll put it in a Bodmas rule. This entire code I'll put it in a Bodmas rule. So I'll come here and I'll put it as what? Bracket, right? I'll put it as bracket, right? I'll put a semicolon here for the for statement, right? For the for loop, and I'll write as j plus plus. I'll put it like this and I'll put it as semicolon. Done. Same line. Anything changes, guys? Anything changes? Nothing changes. Okay. Okay, I'll go back to this program. Now what I do is I'll remove this. As I told you, I don't want this in the main function, right? I don't want this in main function. I'll remove this inside the main function. So since I have written outside, I'll remove this from the main function. Okay, I will remove the scanf also, no problem. I'll remove the scanf also. Here I will tell it as n is equal to what I will do it. N is equal to I'll tell it as 10. I will tell it. No problem with that. Any number I can tell it. No, nothing to worry about it. Done with so much. Now what I will do with this is careful listen up this one. So I will tell it as hash define. I will tell it as a here, hash define a. I will tell it here. I will tell it hash define b. I will tell it. Okay, this is nothing but called as macros now. Okay, so I will come here. I will tell it as a comma a and b. I'll tell it as just a and b. Okay, and this concept is called as what, guys? Macros. Okay, this concept I will be explaining in the class. About the macros I will be explaining in the class. Not to worry about it. Okay, so with the help of macros, what I will do it, I'll write it like this. Now this is my one single line which I was talking all about. Okay, this is my one single line which is all I was talking about. So your program looks like this now. Okay, now if I run this, my thing is like whether it will work or not. Shall I enter this? I will enter this. Yes, it is coming. Right, so this is it, guys. This is it. So you will be having one single code for you, one single line code for you. That's it for now. And if you have any queries, let me know about it.